them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Wynonna too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
This is Wendy.
Oh,
Did you just steal my...
Whoa.
This is Tara. What the hell was that?
I'm in a new place. It's a new me.
It's going to be one of those episodes.
I wouldn't say it's an original because somebody's been saying it all along.
I'm
but
just saying I stole it.
You do you. Okay, at least you
Just
can
for
admit
today.
it.
On today's episode, we have a mail sack. We are going live from Purgatory. We're going to talk about Gentleman Jack. There's some Gentleman Jack news, and we're going to talk about the series and the finale. We have a lot to talk about with Gentleman Jack. But first, before we can start talking about all those things, we need to do one other thing that we always do. Maybe Tara should do it this week because we're like trading things. Hey, Wendy, what day is it?
Oh, no, this is my day to announce. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
This is why I'm
Is
so
this the one
giddy.
you teased?
Yes.
You teased this last week.
So, yes, July 12th. You want to take a wild stab at what day that is? I don't think I'll guess
International
it.
Sarah Shahi Day.
No, that would be a good day, though.
Is
Cat.
it Texas Cat Owners Day?
No, every day is that. It's National Eat Your Jello Day.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to make a trough.
Oh, my
To
God.
celebrate Eat Your Jello Day. Because, you know, I love some good Jello.
Will you,
Not
just-
really. It's,
will you take a picture of your trough when you make
I
it?
will. I'll post the trough.
Speaking
I found
of,
the trough in the box yesterday. So
Oh,
no,
good.
there it is.
Thank God.
so glad you unpacked that. Speaking of, this is Tara, and Wendy was talking about how she's looking, getting a new roommate for her new place, and how one said that they're really healthy, and she said, "Oh yeah, well maybe that'll help me, and maybe I'll be too embarrassed to,
Put the
Eat
dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets in.
I said, "Yeah, and maybe eat out of your Jello trough."
Well, no, nothing will change that. But you know what? I might buy my own mini fridge for my room so I can hide all the embarrassing.
Oh, Wendy.
And plus, well, no, here's the thing. The new refrigerator is not as big as the old one. So I might get one anyway, just to,
It
it's
can't
not that big.
contain all of her Jello troughs.
All
is
my
what she's saying.
boxes of processed foods in my Jello trough. It's like if I ate healthier, it'd probably, they'd fit better. But, you got the big box of Eggos you got to shove in there. You know what else the July 12th is? It's National Cow Appreciation Day. I do
Aw.
appreciate cows. They're very sweet.
That's nice.
I
you
saw
know what?
Highland cows. They're
Yeah,
so
there's one
cute.
behind you. I see
There
your little
is
stuffed
one.
one.
Don't look now.
Watch out by the. I see two. There's another picture of one
Yeah.
Yep,
on something.
that's my
It's like a
Scotland tea towel of Highland cows.
Tea towel.
Very
Tea
good.
towel.
So fancy.
You know what the 14th is? Now, here are two things that I don't know that they, if you have too much of one, you might not want to do the other. For one, it's Mac and Cheese Day.
Hell yeah.
National Mac and Cheese Day.
Mhm.
At the same, and then a third one. And then it's National Nude Day. So if you eat a whole lot of mac and cheese, you might not feel good about going nude.
Mm.
And it's also National Tape Measure Day. So,
Interesting.
Then
I
you
don't
can
know.
measure your
right. How much mac and cheese you
your
ate.
girth. Yeah.
Your girth.
I love a good mac and cheese, let me tell you. Something else I'll have to hide in the contraband food storage if I get the healthy
You're
roommate.
going to need a bigger fridge in there.
The 15th is, gummy worm day. I just ate a bag of gummy worms
I like gummy.
from work. Someone brought in a giant stash of gummy worms. And
I like
for
a gummy.
segment.
I enjoy
Yeah.
gummy candy.
I love gummy candy. I ate
Yeah.
that fast. It's also National I Love Horses Day. I
Oh,
love horses. I mean, I'm a
Okay.
little scared of them because they're big, and one
I don't
stepped
like-
on my foot one time.
Yeah, I don't like horses.
whoa, what?
Huh?
I don't like them.
Cat doesn't like horses?
Nope.
Why not?
Because they're dangerous and they want to kill me.
Oh.
Have you had a bad experience specifically with a horse?
Do you think?
What happened? Did you fall off?
No, almost. The horse tried to kill me.
Oh my goodness.
If you listen to the My Mistake podcast, you hear all about it.
Oh,
We'll have to
okay.
look into that.
Well,
I will say I did have a friend who we did recorded a segment at a dude ranch farm thing.
Yeah.
And she kept telling me she was scared of horses because bad things always happen. And then our phone talk was like, "Come on, Tracy, just get up on this horse for the little stand up thing to record." And she's like, "It'll be fine, it'll be fine." And then the lady's like, "Here, let's walk you around." And the horse started bucking. The horse bucked her off.
Yep.
Fell on her.
Oh,
We had to take her to the hospital.
oh my God.
It was
See what I'm-
fine.
you see what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's like she knew.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the horses know who doesn't like them and who's afraid of them, and they are extra dickish to those people.
They read your energy.
Well, she was a
Maybe.
good person, but she just always had negative experiences. And I was like, the only thing I could think of when the horse started bucking was, oh my God, she was right. and then it was, I hope she's okay. But at first it was like, wow, she wasn't lying, was she?
That's
I
Don't
don't
trust
know how
them.
we can
don't trust
top
horses.
that with days, but yeah, that was yeah. There we go.
When you said Dude Ranch, do you guys remember our show called Hey Dude?
Hey, dude. I love that
No.
one.
I have the complete DVD set
Oh my
Oh.
God.
because
What was it?
my wife is amazing.
Oh,
It was on Nickelodeon. It was on the afternoons, live action show, and it was about a dude ranch.
Oh,
bunch of teenagers running around getting into trouble with Mr. Earl. It was
Oh, no.
God, it was a good
Hey,
show. It was
dude.
terrible,
Oh.
but really bad.
yeah, it was terrible, but it was one of those, it was up there with all the Nickelodeons kind of like Salute Your Shorts. It was like right around that time.
Yeah.
A lot of
It
those
was one
shows.
of the first. It was one of their first live action shows. It was before
Yeah.
Salute Your Shorts.
First live action shows.
I mean, listen, Brad, right? Did you have a crush on Brad? Who didn't have a crush
Oh
on
yeah, Brad.
Yeah.
He was first. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to look this
Yeah,
up.
he was no. And then there was who was the dark-haired girl? I think I probably had a crush on her. There was
No,
like
that's
a dark-
Brad.
Oh, that's Brad.
Brad. Melody. Fuck, what's her name? She was married to Ben Stiller. Melody something
Oh,
played the blonde.
Yes. Okay.
I forget the blonde.
Well, I like her too. Yeah,
like
I
the
can't remember her name.
character's name.
Yes. Or her real name right now, but
Melody something.
she looks like
Christine Taylor?
Yes.
Oh, that's Christine.
She always
Okay,
looked
maybe
like
she played Melody.
Yeah,
the
she
Brady
played
Bunch.
Melody.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. She.
Now we got that sorted out. Yes, there was a lot of eye candy on that show.
There was
for a young gay growing up.
young confused girl. Great show. Terrible show. Great show. So many fond memories.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of,
Hijinks.
tension.
There was Will. They
Maybe that was
Won't
just in my
They.
head. Right.
Well, it was between Brad and Ted. And I was like, maybe Brad likes Melody. I don't know.
Yeah. There's always that hope.
Anyway, I'm sure that, you know what? There's got to be Hey Dude fan fiction.
Oh.
We should look into that. Maybe that's what I'll read. I'll read some of that. Okay, we should move on.
Anyway.
Well, something happened last week, and we didn't. We should talk about it. Our friend Noe, friend of the pod, she went to Noe's always going places. Noe is on the move.
Yeah, really
She's
is.
trying to make up for lost time. And so she went to the soccer game at what? You guys got to help me out here. It was the what now? It's the
Angel City Football Club.
I'm glad
that's it.
Tara knows.
Is that so hard? Was that
Yeah.
you acted like it was a foreign language or
I
something?
I couldn't tell you what it was if my life depended on it. Luckily, it doesn't.
Yet?
So Noe was there. She sent us these great pictures from
That team is part of our National Women's Soccer League.
Great.
It is owned
Tell us more.
in part by actually many female celebrities. For the opening day, Natalie Portman was there.
Oh, that makes
just a
more
lot
sense.
of So it's co-owned by a lot of celebrities that are just really supportive of women's soccer.
That's amazing. And so we have a text thread with Noe. It's the thruple plus Noe, and
The triple plus.
and she sent a text and she said Tara's gonna lose her shit in 3, 2, 1, and then she sent a picture of herself and ER from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Who do they play, Tara, on Grey's?
They are the other half of Kai Amelia. So it's Kai and Amelia, the queer couple on Grey's Anatomy. It's going very well for them now. No spoilers, but I think Kai will be back next season.
And Anthony Hill was also there. He's another Grey's guy.
Yes, he is Maggie's husband. His name is escaping me right now. Look, there's a lot of people on the show, but I really like him on the show. He's perfect for Maggie. He's also another cardiothoracic surgeon.
You're doing great. And so then
Winston.
Winston, thank you.
So Tara, you were sick and you weren't feeling good and you were actually sleeping at the time. And so, Wendy's like, oh yeah, Tara's not going to see this till tomorrow. But it was like, oh, what a great surprise for Tara. And then you did see it and it was very fun and amazing. But what you didn't know, Tara, is that Noe started a separate thread to show you. She didn't want you to see something until a very special moment, which is that moment right now. So I'm going to send. I'm sending you something now in our throuple.
Really feel weird
Look,
right
Tara,
now.
There it is. Take a look.
So take a look. There's a couple photos. So there's ER again, and they're holding something.
Wait, I don't have it.
You don't have it yet? That's awkward.
I swear, I'm not joking. It hasn't come in yet.
Oh dear.
Well, Wendy
this
got
is
it.
awkward.
You're
I
a
got
little
it.
farther out, so maybe it's taking a second.
I'm way
true.
over here.
Still nothing?
Still nothing.
Goodness
Oh,
gracious.
no.
Well, this is ruining the moment.
Oh,
Okay. What do you see? What's going on there? What do you got?
Oh, ER has is holding a Sharpie under their nose like a mustache, and also holding a napkin that says Tara, heart with arrow through it. Wake the hell up. Love, ER Fight Master. Wow. Tara, thank you for your years of support. God bless. And that's from
Anthony Hill.
Anthony Hill, thank you. Wow.
So yeah, that was Noe did such a
Noe.
listen. The thing about Noe is like Noe's not afraid. Noe gets shit done. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Noe's got that
Wow.
personality too that people, I think they'll just, I don't think I could pull that. I wouldn't have said anything. I've been too like, oh, I don't want to say anything. But Noe's just such a friendly, gregarious person that, people like Noe.
People like
They're
Noe.
like, yeah, we'll do whatever you want. We'll sign things. We'll take some pics.
It's on a napkin. I love it.
Hey, you got to work
Getting
with what you got.
framed in the pod pub.
Yay! Well,
So
actually,
cool.
it is like that. Noe's gonna, she's gonna present both of these to you in grand fashion, no doubt. And they ended up talking for quite a while. And Noe posted the picture of the two of them, and then ER commented on it. So I think they're best friends now.
Sounds like it.
And Noe said they thanked me and said thank you for watching, and it was a pleasure to meet me. So what a great, cool thing for Noe to have that interaction. And also, you get a little memento.
Oh, that's so cool.
So there you go.
Yay.
Okay, should we jump into our mail sack?
We need to go to some of those games. There's
I'd
always
Yeah.
celebs there.
No, it's just, she'll like, hey, I saw this person, like just going down the list. Of
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's why I didn't understand, like, what is this exactly? Like, why are so many people going? And it makes sense if there's a bunch of investors, celebrity investors. That makes sense. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
go. We should go.
I'm ready. It's just tough on a school night for me because, I got to get up so early.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah, majority owned by Natalie Portman.
All right.
I know. So let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm into
Lady
that.
Thor.
Mail sack. Hey, when do you want to start us off?
Sure.
Okay.
I have our first mail from Jackie, or I should say Jackie and Buster. Jackie says, hey, gang, just a quick note to say howdy and express how great it was to meet the thruple live and get consensual hugs. Neglected to get a photo, though. Oh, we didn't get a photo with Jackie, but you know what? I feel like Jackie was very busy that weekend.
Yeah.
Jackie was always
volunteering.
like volunteer
Yeah.
extraordinaire, running around, getting things done. So, we'll have to make up for that at some point. I'm actually going to see Jackie at D23, though. She'll be there. So
Oh, great. Where
see
is
them.
it? Is it Anaheim?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
It is. Jackie continues. Y'all did a great job at your live EDE panel, and I look forward to more pod court cases. Side note, had to miss the panel in person as I was running around the hotel, but was very happy I was listening to it in my car by myself. Can't wait to hear about your respective breaks and world travels. Take care, Buster and Jackie. And there are so many beautiful pictures of Buster, who no doubt missed his mama.
This boy is
she was gone, but he's just so adorable.
Oh, big old face.
Big
Buster.
old
Has a big old bed. What a
those
handsome
eyes.
fellow.
I
Look at those
know.
eyes.
Like he has like little doe eyes,
Yeah, he's like,
or puppy eyes.
You talking to me? Just little amoeba.
So cute.
Oh, so cute.
He's such a good boy.
I got one
Oh, okay.
from Beck,
Hey.
but not yet, Kat. Beck
Sorry.
says, "Hey nerds."
Hey, Beck.
Hey, Beck.
Wendy Woody, what are you doing?
Sorry. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Hey nerds.
Hey,
Beck. What the fuck is up with Naked Attraction? This can't possibly be a show, right? Did you do drugs while you're there, Tara?
Did you, Tara? Did
No,
you?
I was not on drugs.
Tara, look in the Zoom. I want to look in your
Alcohol,
eyes.
maybe.
I didn't do drugs, Kat. God.
All right, I believe you. I believe you.
It makes me so anxious just thinking about it. Also, it's all well and good to stand there and judge someone's nakedness from the safety of your own clothes, but then you have to get naked too? No way. How is this even a show? Who okayed this? I don't understand. Me either, Beck. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the soundtrack to your story. It felt like I was in Brave, just hanging out with Merida.
Oh,
Is that how you say it, Merida? I've only seen that movie once, but I loved it. But I did listen to a lot of the Brave soundtrack on the way. Anyway, I love that movie so much. I'm a little disappointed that you went all the way to England and still called it the Platinum Jubilee. We in the Commonwealth call it the Platty Jube.
I don't believe that at all.
Thought you were cooler than that.
I think that's a lie.
The Platty Jube.
That is not real.
Interesting.
There's no
It has
way.
also become apparent to me, Tara, that you and I can never have a conversation in real life. I am a chronic overtalker and can also stretch out a short story. The only difference is, unlike my stories, yours seem to actually have a point. Mine head off course very quickly and never get back on track. I think next time you need to create a PowerPoint presentation to go along with your adventure and post a link so we can all watch along. Oh,
Okay.
you guys now need to plan an Australian stop tour leg as I have ideas.
Hell yeah.
I know you guys are doing some recaps this week, so I got to ask Kat, have you watched Stranger Things yet? Kat?
I'm
Have you?
in the process of watching it. I mean, not right now during the podcast, but
Okay.
I think we finished episode 4 last night. It's just been difficult. My wife and I have both been, we love watching the show together. It's one of those shows for us. We've both been traveling since the first installment, the first came out. It's been really difficult. So we're finally sitting down and making through it. I'm loving it so far.
Okay.
It is darker and creepier, and I'm enjoying it. I'm concerned. I have concerns about one particular character. I'm hoping she makes it out alive. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's one show that this is Tara. I will not be watching because if it gets darker and scarier as it goes, nah.
Yeah.
That continues. I know I had a lot of thoughts on part 1, as seen in my previously sent too long email where I got a little carried away. But I have even more thoughts now that part 2 has been released. My emotions didn't handle it well.
Oh no.
Also,
Oh, no.
why is it so hot for a woman to wield a shotgun? Love you guys, Beck. That's very true.
That is a great question. I can think of at least 2 instances of this being accurate. Of course, Sarah Connor / Linda Hamilton in
One of my favorite
Terminator 2. So badass, so
Oh,
sexy.
Also, Zoe and Firefly, I did love. She had like the little sawed off
Perfect.
shotgun type of thing. Very
And
nice.
of course, Waverly Earp. That's like her go-to
Oh,
gun
yeah.
is the shotgun. So
Yeah.
it's true, Beck.
Nice. Thank you, Beck.
Thanks, Beck.
We will let you know when we are heading to Australia.
I'd love to go to Australia.
That would be super dope.
Funny enough, Ashley, my friend from Scotland, lives in Australia.
There you go.
So I could just travel all around and just stay with her wherever I go.
Convenient. Hey, I have an email. And I'm going to read it.
Please do.
It's from Martina.
Martina.
Hi, Martina.
Martina says, "Hi, guys. Snop is back. Yay! Tara's visit to Yorkshire was absolutely glorious. Meeting fellow Snop-Tarts Minnie and Suze was the best. Thank you for protecting me from York's river pressure."
Again, Kat, again.
Thank you for protecting me from York's river pusher by not letting me go back to the hotel on my own in a drunken stupor.
Oh, yeah. Martina kept volunteering just to walk back. And we said, no. And she goes, oh, look, the river's right.
Oh, my God.
No, there's a river pusher on the loose. No.
You saved her.
Well, I don't want to say I'm a hero.
I'll say
It's really a group decision.
You're a hero. I only wish I had met that, what? I only wish I had met the ever so wise and eloquent AK of the Cotswolds and the lesbian llamas in love. That's good alliteration there.
Yeah.
Martina. Signed, Martina. P.S. After all the bullying, I mean convincing, I have finally started watching Wynonna Earp. Nice.
Yay. We did have especially at our dinner and also whilst drinking,
Are you going to say that from now on?
a lot of
Is that in your vocabulary
talk
now?
about Wynonna Earp because obviously Suze, Minnie, and I had all seen it. We were all, telling Martina gently, I thought, why she should watch it.
Okay.
So also, Martina, if you're ever going to send us another fan art, I think lesbian llamas need to be on there.
Yes.
That's a gimme.
I need to
I'd love
post
to
a
see
picture, so get a visual of that.
Martina, let us know how your watch is going with Wynonna. We'd love to hear your
Yeah.
thoughts as you go through the show. You got some good stuff coming your way. So have fun with it. Speaking of Wynonna, should we go to Purgatory?
Yeah, I do want to add though that Martina did say she had already watched the naughty bits on YouTube.
All right,
Some
that's
clips,
That's fair.
Naughty
but
bits.
I said you got to watch it in context.
It's
Like with the rest of us, we had a long conversation about episode 402 and how we weren't expecting what unfolded.
so to speak. Has she seen that part? Is that part of the naughty bits?
Yeah,
that she's watched?
I believe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
So she
stairs. So she kind of knows what's up, but
She knows what's coming. All right. Well, I mean, I'd say we can take Wynonna's truck to Purgatory, but we can't because it's up for auction.
She Nerds Out presents live from Purgatory.
wait. Well, if we want to buy it to have it here, how much would we pay for it?
I think it's actually, last time I checked, it was like under $1,000.
For the truck?
Right. But you gotta go pick it up.
Wow.
You have to fly
Yeah.
up there and drive it back. And
Right.
Charlene is up for sale as well, Doc's car.
Wow.
So the first lot, as we were recording this, most of those auction items are going to start closing any minute now, actually.
Well, I saw Nicole's hat was way up there last
Yeah.
night.
All of Nicole's stuff is going pretty high.
I bet.
Give us some numbers, Kat.
Well, I mean, the Stetson, when somebody did a screen grab last night, it was like, was it like 2,200 or 12, something like that?
Yeah,
$2,200.
over $2,000.
Let me see. I happen to be bidding on some things.
Oh, do tell.
We'll see how that goes.
Do you want to tell us, or are you saving that?
Well, let's see if I win anything.
Well, we still want to know what you bid on.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I bid on one of Doc's plaid shirts.
Oh,
I discovered basically going through all of Doc's wardrobe, he and I have the same taste. I want all of his clothes. So one of his plaid shirts. What else? Bolshar's arm. I bid on the arm. Remember the arm? They pull it out of the the mine and the rings on it. It's a whole
where
thing.
would you put that?
I
In your
don't know.
dining room?
Yeah. Oh, Leo would love it. Let's see. Can I find the truck? Where is the truck? I'm scrolling through here now. Where is that darn truck? Well,
We can say that the auction it's basically they have all the actual items in a giant room that looks like the best fucking store that I would ever want to step foot into.
100%.
It's just all Wynonna stuff everywhere. They have the enormous Pussy Willows sign you can get.
Yeah. It's literally everything.
The car, yeah, it's and they have it very well cataloged and hanging nicely.
Yeah. And actually, friend of the Snop, Alex, who lives in Calgary, she went and you could tour the auction house just to kind of like get a look at what you're bidding on. And so yeah, she was there and she was looking at all this stuff. She was sitting in cars and
wow,
she was sitting in Wynonna's truck and it was a whole thing. And but it's also very depressing.
Yeah.
To see. I mean, how can it not feel final, right, when you see all this stuff? But
wait, what if you need that again?
And they'll just figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
You know, this does happen a lot. And I'm surprised they kept all this stuff, frankly. Some of the stuff you'd think that they would have gotten rid of a long time ago. The non-hero stuff, you know. But yeah, lots of wardrobe and necklaces, hand props, set dressing, set coats, jackets for the actors.
Just ones they only wore on set?
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh. Like behind the scenes while they're waiting?
Exactly. Oh. Yeah, to keep them warm in all those the Calgary winters. And I'm still scrolling for the truck. I'd love to know what the truck's up to. I mean, what a great truck, you know?
What you getting up to now, truck?
Truck, what are you up to? Scrolling. This might take a minute.
So what that editing is for.
God, there's so much stuff. There's pages and pages.
Can you not search?
I mean, maybe. Just put in truck.
I don't know how many trucks there would be, but
license plates came back. That's it. Maybe it's already sold.
Oh, they take it down. They don't let you know how much it went for?
Maybe. Yeah, truck is not helping the search. Now I got to start over, Tara.
Well, I'm sorry.
View catalog, 850 I mean, there's so much stuff.
Wow, it is. It's down. Sorry, just a little sick. Down to like 2 minutes or 1 minute on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 2 seconds. One just ended. Oh, this is giving me anxiety now.
Oh,
closing.
No.
Oh, no, another one. It beeps at you. It dings at you. Can you guys hear that? I can hear
That's
it's amazing. Like, I see this wall of merch right now, and it's just like, bang, bang, all these things. 3, 2, 1, another one. The necklace, Waverly Jewelry runic necklace just closed. Oh, man. It's all ticking down. It's all in the final seconds. It's so exciting.
Are you okay?
Lots closing soon. Which one? Oh, Doc Hero knife closing in 14 seconds. Oh, Doc Bluesmith cowboy hat just closed at $450.
Oh boy.
Oh, which one was that? Peacemaker Colt just closed at $1,700.
Whoa. Damn. Okay.
Oh God.
Nice.
Doc's Hero knife just closed at $375.
Shit.
Wynonna's black BBD driver jacket closing in 5, 4,
for how much?
3, 2, 1. $600.
I'm not getting anything.
Ooh, human skull in a box closes in 40 seconds. Oh, the license plate just went $400. Oh, Waverly's cheerleading outfit closes in 2 minutes.
Oh,
right
what's
now it's
that
at $400.
That's it? That'll
Oh,
go
Mama.
up.
That's going to go up, I think.
Oh, Waverly's Angel Wings closes in 2 minutes. Right now it's at $500.
Whoa. Yeah.
But
Man, there's some great things you can
Purgatory,
get on this.
Nicole's straw hat is at $3,200 right now.
Wow. Yeah, I'm thinking that
Nicole's tactical police jacket's only at $550. I'm surprised that's not.
The car, honestly, guys, could already be gone.
I'm just surprised they don't have like
the
yeah.
wing. Yeah.
Wow, so much stuff.
Well, okay.
I'm mesmerized. Wait, were we supposed to be doing a podcast right now?
It is fun to watch
I'm
auctions
busy,
if you're
Yeah.
not stressed by bidding.
especially with the dinging. It's so fun.
Well, so the Bolshar's arm is ending in 23 minutes, and so far I am the high bidder.
Woo! Okay, Waverly Shorty shirt is closing in 4 seconds at $325. Close.
We could do this all day, but we're not.
This is
we're not
exciting.
going to.
It is fun.
What
I
is
just like
that?
listening to Tara get all excited.
It's very exciting. So keep an eye on that, Tara. Don't get too distracted. But let us
Waverly's
know. Okay.
rings just sold for 130. So much beeping. 23 seconds on the cheerleading. Oh, no.
what-
Yep, on the cheerleader outfit.
I am curious to see what that goes for.
Right now it's at 400. I don't know. Let's see if anybody swoops in. Should I bid 425? Ha! No. The whole entire Nicole's whole police uniform ends in 230. Is
My
at
goodness.
$350 right
Oh
now.
yeah, look at that. 28
Ooh,
bids.
oh, and cheerleading outfit has sold for $400.
Oh, capped at 4, eh?
Human skull in a box has 17 seconds
Human
left.
skull in a box.
Human skull in a box. Yeah. Oh man, they do this. It's so fun because then they bling and they tell you how much, and then they disappear. Oh, and it's gone for $325. Skull in a box.
Wow.
And here goes Peacemaker. Oh, I think Peacemaker just jumped up. What did I say it was at?
I don't
Before?
remember.
Now
know.
it's closing 3, 2, 1, and it just closed for $3,000.
Boom. Damn. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bolshar's ring is going right
okay,
now.
So Nicole Stetson is up to $3,250. Closes in 43 seconds.
Oh.
See
Yeah.
if it-
There
see if
it
jumps.
goes. Yeah. Where is it? I lost it.
I know they keep the page keeps shifting as things
Shift
disappear.
it. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
This is so fun.
I could do this all day.
It really is. It's intoxicating. Is anyone going to go any higher than 32.50 in the last 14 seconds?
I mean, it's so much money. But apparently you have if
but
you're
I-
outbid, you have a
and
chance to counter.
The next bid goes up by $250.
Yeah.
There it goes. Okay, 3, 2, 1, going.
It's closing.
32.50 closing.
So now whoever was outbid last, I think you have a chance to go back and bid again. I think it's
that's
like
not
three
stressful at all.
minutes or
That it
something.
just disappeared. It's gone.
Hey, Tara, send me a
Anyway.
link. Send me the link on the chat.
Anyway,
I just want to watch it too while we're doing things.
so that's that, and the producers and Emily have assured everyone it doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to, everything is in storage, and that costs money, and they're just trying to maybe recoup some of their dough. So nothing wrong with that. Everything's fine. Nothing can't be replaced. That's what prop makers and prop shoppers and set deck people are for. So don't worry about it, guys. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, this is fun.
It's like a dashboard. It's like live.
It is cool. I like the Doc half-eaten hero hat's about to go down.
Yeah, for $375.
This is exciting. Oh, $400.
Oh, it jumped up.
Hot for sheriff buttons. Elect hot for sheriff. 110.
All right, we're gonna move on.
All right.
Moving on.
All right.
We're
I'm gonna have
stay-
to close it. I can't.
Yeah, it's too distracting.
Well, now
It's
I'm
just-
sucked in. but
Nicole's
I'll
purple
go.
dress. $180. Oh, okay. That was it. That was the last one.
So speaking of spending money, Akon is happening soon. There's been a whole thing like there's a lottery and you got to get all the stuff ahead of time. So I got some things. I have things planned for that weekend. I am going to Akon. So that's all happening and it'll be fun. Dom is going to be there. I have a Dom photo op I got in the
Nice.
lottery. Everything for Dom is on the lottery.
Have you
so
met Dom?
I did meet Dom during a very awkward Way Hot photo op, which I've talked about here.
Okay. Oh yeah.
When I
Okay.
handed them my driver's license. I thought that was a good icebreaker.
Huh. Sounds like it went well.
Yeah, it was really good impression that I made. But that's it. I've never actually like spoken with Dom, and unfortunately, like during a photo op, you don't really get a chance to do that.
No, not really.
But it's
But
all
you're gonna get a
good.
chance now.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll never forget when I met Dom.
Oh, please remind us, Tara.
The year was, I don't remember, but the con was Clexa. I was walking across the dealer's floor, just minding my own business. And then a little someone bumps into me. We turn around at the same time, make eye contact, and they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I say, "That's okay. My pleasure." I didn't really say that. I was thinking it. I was like, "Oh, no problem, no problem." Oh, yeah. And that's how I met Dom.
That is a great story.
Yeah, I was out on the dealer's floor checking out the merch.
I love it. That's so cool. So there you go. So I'll give you a full report when that happens in August. And then you have some sort of purgatory news, right, Tara? You were watching Star Trek this last
I was
week?
watching my really good show, Star Trek's Strange New Worlds. If you haven't been watching it on Paramount, it's really good. And so the first time I saw Melanie Scrofano was episode 1 of that show, just randomly, and nobody really knew she was going to be on the show. But then the season finale was aired on Thursday, so I was watching that, and poof, there she is again. So Melanie reprised her role as basically Captain Pike's sort of girlfriend, sort of fling, but you can tell they actually really like each other, and she's a Captain Battelle.
Of course.
So she's on there again, looking cute as ever. This time she's on the Enterprise. She's in Captain Pike's room.
Oh.
And they are having breakfast together. So I think some hanky panky went on.
My goodness.
But she's, even same in the first episode, she's the one that actually like convinces him to like go back to Starfleet. And, he had like a traumatic experience, and she was pretty much like, look, you need to get off your ass and go do something good. And, and so, she's there. So they're obviously like friends and respected colleagues that, do a little more sometimes. But, anyway, she has to go back to her, where she's working, obviously in some kind of security operation. So I was worried when I first saw her. I was like, oh no, Captain Pike likes this woman. Now she's back randomly at the finale episode. I was like, are they going to kill off Mel? And oh my God. So I was a little worried.
Mm-hmm.
Now, spoiler alert. Whoop, whoop. Melanie does not die.
Okay. Whew.
But she does have quite a twist there at the end.
Okay.
She comes in, and this is kind of where you learn she's kind of on a security detail of some kind. But she comes in, I think she's Commander Batal, something like that. And she comes in, and she basically radios out to Captain Pike and says, I need you and your first officer to come meet me in the room where they do all the beaming on and off the ship.
It's the beam room.
The beam room. So they walk in there, and here goes Melanie to arrest number 1.
No.
Played by Rebecca Romaine Stamos, because
no shit.
she has been hiding her true identity as an Illyrian, which is a genetically modified person, and that's against Starfleet rules. So they had been keeping her secret. Like Pike knew that this was happening. But they finally found her out, and Melanie was just like, I'm just doing my job, Chris. I don't like it, but I have to do it. So now there's a little friction. But I mean, it's cool that they brought her back just to do that.
Yeah, it's great. So we think,
But it's a big twist that happened.
Is there a season 2? Do we know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're already done filming it. It got
great.
renewed before the first season even aired. and they're already done filming. So then they're gonna, I guess, work on all the effects and stuff, and
Sure.
hopefully we won't have to wait an entire year.
So more Melanie on in the future on that show.
I hope. I mean, I guess they wouldn't necessarily have needed to bring her back for that.
Why bring her back?
I mean, hopefully they will. Clearly, Pike has some kind of relationship with her.
Sure.
So I like them together. They're super cute.
Are you shipping them?
I am.
Awesome.
I mean, at least they'd let her have, her personality, and she's not just some dry side piece. You know.
I'm sorry. Some dry side piece. What do you mean dry? What's that? What
like
does that
no
imply?
personality. Like like she's just there to like be, just like a prop. She's actually the one that encourages and is pushing him. Not a river pusher, but a supportive pusher to get back to what you love doing. And you gotta, it's okay to be scared.
You gotta shove them sometimes.
Shove them. Yeah.
All right. Well, great. I'm glad she's not a dry side piece.
Don't be a dry side piece.
Hey, there's worse things to be. Okay, well, let's leave Purgatory. We can't. Someone bought the truck, so we got to walk. So we got to walk out of here, guys. Let's get our stuff and go. So let's talk some Gentleman Jack, and let's just get this out of the way. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler alert. We're talking about some very specific details from the finale and the season as a whole. But also, unfortunately, news broke a couple days ago, as of this recording, that HBO Max has canceled the series. Very upsetting. People. That's it right there. Was that a yawn or a gasp?
It was a gasp.
Oh, okay. And so, people with the show, specifically Suran Jones, posted some very nice things across her socials and saying, like, basically, thanks everybody. And I know this show means a lot to you and it means a lot to me. And then I think as of yesterday, maybe, Wendy, or earlier today.
I just saw it earlier today in a tweet by Saran Jones.
Nope. I'm debunking that myth. I'm debunking it. Saran does not have a Twitter. I went to that Twitter,
unofficial,
and it says
interesting. But the story is true, though, even if it wasn't her official Twitter.
Yeah, but it is made to look like hers. But when you go there, it says it's not. But anyway.
We'll say, according to the Gentleman Jack Twitter account, which is where it is also posted, that BBC is shopping it around, looking for other networks. So just because HBO Max doesn't want it, maybe, God help us, someone else does. Because it would be very disappointing to say goodbye to the show at this point. I mean, they left it. And the good thing is, and we'll get into it, they left it in a it wasn't a huge cliffhanger. It wasn't like a Wynonna,
if it is.
At the bottom of the stairs as Doc goes up to get away. Like, there's no like huge, world-ending cliffhanger. But if it is the end, then it's a nice send-off for these two characters, the Anns. But hopefully it's not. I feel like there's so much more to tell.
Yeah. This is Tara. I definitely want more seasons. They have a few more years until they get to what I discovered after visiting Shibden Hall, what happened to what their fates entailed.
Right. I know. It's kind of a bummer.
I mean, I'm okay if they end it before that point.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was, plenty more to be seen before then.
Definitely. I mean, what's going on with the coal? We don't know. What
There's
happens
a whole
with the
lot
coal?
of backstory, and like with various characters and her.
What about the railway?
What about the fucking railway? The casino?
whatever
The canals.
The canals. All the things.
So should we jump into? I mean, a lot happened. We stopped doing weeklies because we all had things going on. So we can jump right to the finale, but I feel like there's some stuff that we would have been. I mean, I can say there's lots of great looks to the camera that happened this season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Including Gemma Whalen. Is that Gemma? Is that the right Gemma?
I love Marion.
Marion
She
is the
had
best.
one of the best. I think in the the
so
second to last
good.
episode, I think it was. It was so good.
So they gave her a couple of those this season, and I'm glad they haven't gotten rid of that sort of element, because it is always fun when you get a good like dry side piece look to camera. Am I using that correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I'll allow
Break
it.
that fourth wall.
Yes, I love
Which
I
I
love
love
a
it. They do
I
it
love
well
a
on the
fourth wall
show.
breaking. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. But should we jump into the finale?
Sure.
Yeah.
So up until this point, and we'll do a quick and God help us if we get these names wrong. Captain Sutherland, right? He's
Yes, that was right.
Anne Walker's brother-in-law.
Yes.
This motherfucker. So
Ugh.
all up through the season, basically, he doesn't want to split. He doesn't want to divide the estate with the Walker estate, because he just wants the money.
He's a dick.
He's
yeah.
a dick. He's a total dick. He's kind of a bully to his wife as well. Mm-hmm. He's taken her half of. He's basically in charge of her half of the estate, and now he does not want Anne Walker to divide the estate. He's a fucking asshole. So this whole season, he's like trying to build this case of like, it's that Lister. I hear Lister in all these letters. Mm-hmm. She's deviant. Anyway,
It's
so
unnatural.
It's unnatural. Yeah. That's kind of the big. I feel like that's the big story as we come into the end of this season. Is what's going to happen with the estate, which doesn't sound exciting, but in the
It kind
context,
of was by the end.
Yeah.
in the
It's like,
context of
ugh.
this story, it's like, what is going to happen? Anyway.
Ugh. Yes, this finale is titled "It's Not Illegal."
That was I did love that moment where Captain Sutherland talks to Mr. Gray, and he's talking about.
Are we there? Are we doing this?
Oh, are we going play by play?
scene?
Let's
Are we
do
going
it.
play by?
I'll
Okay.
hold back then.
Okay. Hold fire.
Hold.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to use one of our favorite websites for doing this. Televisions. It's British. Televisions. Get it? And they have really great recaps. So I'm just going to kind of go through this just to help me so I don't get anything wrong. If anything's wrong, blame televisions.
Oh, we're gonna bring them into this.
But also, thank you, televisions, for letting us use this. Anyway, Gentleman Jack season 2 finale begins with Lister and Anne arriving in London. Anne is furious, disappointed, and sulky. This is Anne Walker, in case you were wondering. Lister promises to introduce her to her friends.
Right.
So this is a whole thing this episode.
Lords and ladies. She wants
And
to meet the
Lister-
lords and ladies.
Yes, she's kind of promised, we're going to go do these things and meet people. And Anne Walker's like, well, yeah, we've done some things, but you haven't introduced me to anyone. Are you ashamed of me? You know? So she basically has her doubts. And she knows that Anne wants to run the show because this is how Anne Lister is, right?
Sure.
She sees Anne Lister, goes and sees her old friend Tib, and it says, and fangirl Lady Veer Cameron. Now this, I noticed, I think, has that person been in another episode? I can't remember. I thought she looked familiar to me, but I couldn't place where I had seen her. But anyway, so she goes to dinner with her friends without Anne Walker. She makes up some excuse for her not to go. And there's clearly another woman there that has fallen under Anne Lister's charms.
Of course.
Yeah. Anyway, so they have this dinner. There's a lot in here. I don't know how specific do we
I don't know
want
if
to
we
get.
need to get horribly.
have to get
There
super
is
specific.
a lot of things to unpack in this episode.
Sure. But so is this where they haven't had the fight yet, have they?
No, that's
Okay.
the next day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm trying to remember how Anne Lister convinces Anne Walker that she doesn't need to go to this dinner, but I can't
Well,
remember.
she keeps telling her about how with all the stress of everything, it's just too much.
Yeah, the
and
stress of the
I'll introduce
division.
you, but now's not the right time.
Okay. Yeah. I'd be like, what is up? Um,
And
so,
why do we think she's doing? Why do we think that's sincere that Anne doesn't want to put too much pressure?
I don't know.
on
I
Anne?
can't
well, I mean, I
trust
think
Anne totally.
that could be sincere that she doesn't want to have to like bring her, what she might feel like to be a dry side piece.
Yeah.
Or she doesn't want others to view that she has a dry side piece, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what it is. Like I don't want to say like ashamed of Ann Walker, but maybe
she's a bummer right now.
She's, she just like doesn't, she's
She's
afraid
not-
of what people will think.
Not at her best.
Right.
So yeah, I guess. So then this kind of goes off the rails a little bit for me. I was like, what is going on? So basically, Ann Walker has some thoughts, some second thoughts about their relationship the next day. Basically, they're in the carriage and she says, I'm still not convinced what we do is right. Lister responds that it's probably for the best if she can't make Anne happy. Basically, they're kind of, almost thinking about breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and at some point, Anne Walker says, I'm your wife when it's convenient to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not wrong.
She's not wrong.
I think she even says, I'm your wife, basically in bed, but not
Right.
when we go anywhere else, right?
Yes.
Then the next day after they've just kind of broken up in some ways, Lister says she wants to make a stop when they leave. And so they go visit a monument in a nearby church. The tomb is of a child who died at 6. Lister, and this I was like, is this for real? I can't tell. Lister is profoundly moved.
She does cry.
Basically, she does cry. And she gets very emotional and she's telling Anne Walker about how, one of her exes brought her to this memorial.
Right.
Bad move right there.
Yeah, she keeps bringing her up. Stop talking about her.
And so, and how it made her realize that, what was the point of that? She doesn't she doesn't feel like fulfilled, or like, who does she have? She's alone.
Well,
kind of.
So, okay. I've been outbid on the arm. It's okay.
It.
It's fine. So yeah, it's this whole interesting, weird speech, and it starts off with like, oh, she's saying that she's a reincarnated spirit of this little girl because she died right before Anne Lister was born. But then it turns into, this could have been my kid. This is the kid I'll never have. Like this, the kid is described as like being, fine of form and mind or something like that. And she's saying like, my kid would be so cool. I'll just never have a kid. This is the kid I can't give you. It's just, she's kind of.
It's all over the place.
She's all over the place. And maybe this is like, maybe she really is like, I'm losing Anne and like, I'm kind of a mess right now. Or maybe is this her way of being like, is she using this moment to try to get Anne sympathetic towards her? So you think she's being manipulative?
Yes. I mean, it's so hard to tell because maybe she did have also some emotion, but clearly she senses that Anne Walker's pulling away from her. They basically broke up the night before. She's sensing that her hopes of joining their assets, if you will, is going out the window. And I think that she definitely uses that as an opportunity to show Anne her vulnerable side, because part of Anne Walker's whole thing was, that was part of it. Like you always want me to be in charge, and you always have, you're kind of bossy, and you don't want me to meet your friends. So I think that Anne Lister, she knows that showing some kind of vulnerability or some kind of needing of Anne Walker couldn't hurt, right?
Got it. Wendy, do you think she was being manipulative in this moment?
Man, it's hard to say with
I can't understand
with
her.
Anne now. I feel like maybe there's some genuine emotion relating to this, the whole thing with the too, and I forget, were they somewhere where like it just was a good convenient time to stop by this place? Like she obviously knew that was there.
It
I
seemed
feel like
it was on
maybe
the
it's not
way.
untrue, but how convenient to like go now and do this big thing. I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure Ann Lister out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand
Even,
all
like,
of her motives.
Not to jump ahead, but even later, like when they're still contemplating the whole, will she like, it seems like she was almost okay with it at times.
Yeah, she was kind
You
of like,
know?
okay, I can,
I'll be at large again or whatever it is. The
Exactly.
phrase she is. So, yeah, so it's just, I don't know.
But also, she's been hurt a lot. Like,
Yeah.
Was it, I forgot, God help me, I can't remember her name. Is it Mary? One of the,
Marianne.
the
Mary.
woman, was it Mary? The woman she cheated
Goes by Mary.
Yeah.
with on Ann Walker. Didn't she, like, she basically said, I'm breaking up with you and marrying a man. So I think that, like, shook Lister. And she's probably still getting over a lot of that. So maybe.
I feel like, Anne always has to be ready to be okay if someone leaves her because, as she says, it's hard and people say things about us. And it's like almost like wants to be with Ann Walker, but has to be prepared that Anne's not going to stick around.
Totally. So there's some of that going on. Like, I don't know. I do have sympathy for Anne in the situation, but it's hard to know exactly how she feels. I don't know how she feels about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, the Sutherlands are on their way. They're going south. Basically, Captain Sutherland packs up the wife and says, "Nah, we're gonna leave that kid with the nanny." She's not happy about it. So you can definitely see her continue to be bullied by him, and she's kind of slowly catching on.
Such a dick.
Yeah, he is. And this is where, he explains to his mother that Lister has an unnatural hold over Anne.
Unnatural.
And continues as his mother emits squeaks of outrage and horror. Who would ever expect a woman of being a fortune hunter, a predator?
And he references, I think, for the first time, remember what happened with those two school teachers in Edinburgh? Like, he's referencing this past incident as like, he's using it as he's weaponizing this story, which will come into play later.
Right. Yeah. So meanwhile, the Anns are back at Shipton Hall. They're having dinner. Ann Walker drinks too much. We've seen her do that a few times. She likes the wine, right?
She does.
She's like, refill me, hit me again, sir.
Give me
Then she gets a little sick. She barfs. They have another conversation. This is where Ann Lister basically says, well, I'm going to read this quote. It says, "There's a danger in the first thought that it is possible to part. She is queer and little-minded, and I fear for her intellect. I will have to make the best of it for the moment, and perhaps I will be at large again." That's where damn, make the best of it.
Yeah.
She is queer.
Well, we know that.
But little-minded. Come on. Come on.
Again,
and this is after they've been together for how long?
Is this because, again, she's trying to prepare herself of the breakup, or does she really think that she's little-minded and she's just getting by? Like, I don't know.
I think she really does. That's why she doesn't want to introduce her to her friends, because she doesn't think that Ann Walker's good enough.
Oh, Anne. It's hard to root for her when she's like this.
Yeah, I know. She's not a typical, person you can root for. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. The following day, Ann Walker, pale and hungover, arrives for a week's visit to Cliff Hall, where the Sunderlands are staying. Oh, good.
Fun.
She's barely inside before Sunderland goes on a full gaslighting attack. That's what he is, a gaslighter.
That's
for
exactly
sure.
it.
He is the worst. So he is concerned. She's been coerced. He knows Lister wrote her letters. It's his duty and responsibility to protect her, possibly even from herself.
That's right.
Oh my God.
He's a lot.
So, man, he is just it's like he makes me so anxious, and it's because it's so. Anyway, Anne stands up for herself. So good for you, Anne.
Yes.
She says they're perfectly fine. And really, Captain Sunderland is really just playing all his cards right now. And he is just really going for it. He's got so many angles. Like, if one angle doesn't work, he's immediately moved to the next. And then he again lists that famous Edinburgh case against the two women. and announces Miss Lister has debauched Miss Walker.
Debauched. I like that word.
And so he slowly, during this conversation with Mr. Gray, because his first gaslighting attack on Ann Walker didn't go as planned. So now he's got to go meet with some folks, including this. Now we're at that conversation with the lawyer, Mr. Gray,
who is Anne Lister's lawyer and knows Anne very well, and they're very close. And so like he's going after people who he doesn't realize are like fans of Anne's. So he's he thinks he's walking in with all this information, and people are going to be, you know what, you're right, Captain Sutherland. We should absolutely do something. But fuck this.
And this whole conversation is so tense, and just you can just see him really. Captain Sunderland's really trying to hint at stuff, and when Mr. Gray's just not really taking the bait,
a
lot of really just pushes it, and he finally gets to this point.
One of them will say something, and then they cut to the other person just kind of sitting there going like a lot of long take. Very tense scene.
Yeah. So Mr. Gray sets him straight after he again references that after he references that case, and he says the two women brought the case actually against the other young woman.
Moment. This is so great.
Right. So according to Captain Sunderland, charges were brought against these two women who were living in sin of some sort. But Mr. Gray says, no, actually the two women brought the case against the woman who had made the accusations. The case went to the House of Lords, where the two women were awarded £10,000 in damages. But that's a lot, actually.
A huge amount of money.
£10,000. Even if such a thing were possible between two highly respected English women, the fact would remain that it's not illegal. Even if it were possible, it's not illegal.
I mean, there's no way this is happening anywhere.
Right.
English women don't do this sort of thing.
No. Mr. Gray tells the captain that he will send his assistant on Friday afternoon with the documents so the signing can occur. Basically, Captain Sunderland is just like, fuck.
Fine.
He's like, oh. And then he kind of gets like, oh, shit. So
that didn't work.
Maybe I shouldn't be flapping my jaws around town.
Yeah, exactly, you dummy.
Yeah. Upon his return to Cliff Hall, the captain has decided that it's all Elizabeth's fault, mainly because he needs someone to blame.
He is a fucking piece of work, this guy.
Oh, he's the worst. When Lister visits, Anne tells her she's afraid the men, the captain, Mr. Gray, and Lister's Halifax lawyer, Mr. Parker, there are so many people involved. How can you keep track? Are conspiring against her. So now this is Ann Walker. She's kind of spiraling now, right? She's kind of like, everyone's against us, and I mean, I think she's got some justification to feel that way.
100%.
So Lister says radiating friendliness and good cheer, because Lister's like, I'm not having this. Strides into the drawing room and offers a hand to Sutherland, who's on the floor with his son playing with toy soldiers. She hauls him to his feet and invites them to the groundbreaking ceremony with tea after at Shibden Hall. Meanwhile, Anne is opening the casino, and so there's a groundbreaking ceremony. She's asked Ann Walker to make a speech, and that was part of her proving to Ann Walker how not embarrassed of her she was. She's like, no, I want you to meet people. Why don't you come do the speech at the groundbreaking ceremony?
Completely, this is
that was thing. Another manipulative move by Anne Lister.
It works.
So meanwhile, at Shibden Hall, there are just so many things going on. This is like a pop in town, right? So many things happening. Marion tells Lister she's been able to find a replacement for Matthew the footman. Matthew hooked up with what's her name, and
her
now
lady
and
helper.
Lister for some reason is all hot and bothered about them too. But meanwhile, she's shacking up with her lady friend. Anyway,
are you saying that Anne is a hypocrite?
I believe so. I am going to go on and say that. Lister also receives a letter from her friend Tib with the news that her mother, with whom Lister was very close, has suffered a stroke.
Very sad.
Marion tells her she can't attend the groundbreaking ceremony because she's afraid that the crowd might make comments and throw things.
Yeah, what was that about?
It is so
Well,
funny.
she
She's a little dim. She is a little dim.
yeah, a little. But she also, I mean, I think she goes on, Marion, to tell
She does.
Lister that, hey, you know what? It's over with Mr. Abbott because he saw that fake marriage announcement. He was so embarrassed. The fake marriage announcement that was printed between Ann Lister and Ann Walker. And that was the whole thing. They had to say, oh, it was a joke, right?
Yeah.
But this guy was just not having it. He's too embarrassed, ashamed of Marion, so he dumps her. So that's not happening. And Ann Lister was already the biggest asshole ever about their whole relationship. Marion and this guy basically saying, well, you can't live here. You're basically, dead to me.
Yeah, she was going to completely cut her out of her life.
Yeah.
Again, very hypocritical.
Yes. So we get to the groundbreaking ceremony. Ann Walker manages to do a really great job with this speech and, really rallies the town behind this project.
Sure.
And Lister is beaming with pride. She is just like, oh, shit. Okay. Wow. That went better than expected. So anyway, they go see the Sutherlands again. Oh my God. There's so much drama back and forth. They return to Shibden Hall, finally, Lister and Ann Walker, where the scale model of the Alps has finally arrived.
So
this whole
strange.
episode, they've also
What was that about?
when they went to the Alps, I guess Lister ordered a 7 foot by 7
that's
foot
awesome.
scale model of the Alps. And then even at that first dinner party, she went out of her way to strike some deal so that the model could basically come through customs without being opened.
Right.
She her friend was somebody that could arrange such a thing.
That's right.
So I thought, is there some kind of contraband in this thing?
What's in there?
Why else doesn't she want it open? But there wasn't. It was just that she just didn't want it open. I thought maybe hidden inside was a nude portrait of her and Ann Lister or something, but there wasn't. It wasn't anything.
I wish that was what it was.
That'd been fun.
But
it made for a great shot with her standing about. It just kind of had that shot of Anne trying to rule the world kind of look, with that shot where she's got that big Alps model in front of her.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's a cool shot. I like that.
Yeah. So this is also where Ann Lister learns that Captain Sutherland did not sign the documents as he was supposed to because he made up some excuse about some property not being listed on there. So here we go again. We got to go somewhere else. And oh my God. Right. I'm lost now. So then she confronts her brother-in-law when I guess the captain has now come back to Shibden Hall. Right.
Right.
So
he's there.
Yeah, he's there.
They get back.
Right. So she confronts her brother-in-law, who tells her, no, he's not going to sign, and that both Mr. Parker and Mr. Gray agree with him.
Right.
Which we know is bullshit. But this is where it gets very tense, and you're like, oh, shit.
Awesome.
I know. Ann Walker is getting overwrought. He comments he must protect her from Lister's malicious and unnatural influence and demands that she leave Shibden Hall and return home with them.
And there is a moment of he doesn't say it, but he's like, calm down, and just calm down. It's like, oh, motherfucker.
You might as well just been like, you know what? You should smile more.
You should think less and smile more.
Yeah. And I can't deal with you until you calm down.
That's what he's basically saying.
Yeah. I'm just going to read this straight out because it's easier than trying to explain what happened. Lister's footman then announces that Mr. Gray has arrived. And the captain suggests he retire to another room.
I should go somewhere else.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave you guys. Why? Lister asks. They got on so well before.
Lister sees this. She's on to this fucker.
Mm-hmm. Just before the newcomer is announced, Elizabeth finally speaks up.
Thank you.
It's not true, she says. Neither Mr. Gray nor Mr. Parker recommended he should not sign. And then The man shown in is not the lawyer, Mr. Gray, but rather the landscape artist, Samuel Gray, spelled with an E, not an A. But they didn't know this at the time, right? So Lister was just going all in on however this was going to play out.
Yes.
Lister tells the captain, I fear you have built me up in your mind, Captain, to be all manner of things I am not, and some that I am. Finally, the captain, not at all happy, has no choice but to sign the document.
Damn right.
Yes. So finally, that is all settled. He very reluctantly and slowly signs the document.
Takes his time.
The following day, Lister receives another letter from Tibbs with the sad news that her mother is dead. Lister picks Anne up from the Sutherlands, and after a while, they leak hands as they ride home in the carriage. Anne apologizes for her doubts and suggests they go to York and sort out their wills. It's a great, terrific ending to the season. Anne has newfound strength. This all coming from television. So yes, I agree. Anne Walker has, stepped up a little. I mean, I think she's just going through a lot. I don't think it's fair to call her simple-minded or whatever.
I agree.
I think she's got a lot. She's got a lot of people that don't have good intentions, including Anne Lister. So I'm glad that
they did get into a fight over money.
Yeah.
And I mean,
they did. That's right. Because she was basically like, hey, you're spending too much of my money, Lister. She told Anne Lister, she was like, you're dropping all this coin and you know what? It's all mine. And you need to.
I'm paying for everything. Why am I paying for everything?
Right.
Seriously, Anne has money and Lister, right?
Well, she's in debt.
But,
that was her whole thing. She said, well, we talked about this, Anne Walker, that all my money's tied up in our investments, which are going to get us more in the end, right? So we need your cash right now. Come on.
Come on.
But I mean, I was glad that Anne got some backbone, Anne Walker, and basically said, I see you spending all this money.
Yeah, she's not an idiot.
No.
And so, I mean, it's a nice moment at the end, and they, kind of ride off together. But is that what we want for them? Like, I don't know. I feel so torn now because
I don't know what the better option is for the two of them. I mean, that's the sad part. Like, what's the better option for Anne Walker? Everyone else is out for her money too.
Yeah.
And Lister obviously doesn't have,
Well, and I don't think, and Anne Walker is not a pushover.
No.
Like she's not, I don't think she's going to let Anne, take all of her money. And I'm rooting for Anne Walker here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I want what's best
me
for Anne Walker.
too. She's getting more of a backbone. I like that she stood up to Anne Walker and called her out on a lot of things. So good.
Me and Lister. Yeah.
Yeah. Anne Lister.
How could you get that wrong, Wendy?
I don't know.
Yeah. And they really made a point this season to show her kind of doing, a lot of during the dinner scenes where they're around the dinner table with their family, and Anne Lister is just, going off on her, how she likes to talk about herself and all these things. And Anne Walker's just kind of subtly rolling her eyes and drinking more of her wine. So
yes.
Clearly she's not charmed by Anne Lister's,
No, the charm is worn off.
Boisterousness. Yeah.
Yeah, the charm is worn off.
So.
I was really hoping we would see more before the end of the season, and hopefully this isn't the end of the show. I wanted to see more of Anne Lister, really actually loving and caring for Anne Walker, not saying that she's, weak-minded, and I don't know. I don't know.
But maybe they're just
need to
being
even
true
out a bit.
Maybe they're just being true to the journals. Maybe this is how it just was, that she
true.
was never head over heels. I'm sure she was very honest in her journals, and that, I think probably a lot of these quotes came from those journals, as far as thinking like, well, I'm with her because I think she's small-minded, but we're,
That is a good question, actually. I wonder if that is a direct quote.
Right. They can't make it into some sweeping love story because maybe
it's not
because
true.
this is coming directly from Anne Lister about her actual feelings. So maybe she did admit, I care for her, but I'm not, in love with her. It's not some big romance or something.
Yeah,
but
because they never say that they love each other, right? I don't remember them saying that.
They? I don't remember that either.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
There you go.
So, right, you want. I don't know, because I think Ann Lister's always going to kind of want what she doesn't have,
Right.
or always think there's going to be something better, and always be,
Right.
oh yeah, she's fine, but I could do better, or there's always some other way to get more. I mean, that's kind of what she's already doing with her investing in all the other parts of her life. There's always, and in a way, that's good to have ambition, but otherwise you're stepping on all these people while
Right.
you do it, and then you're left with nobody.
And the casino could ruin her.
Yeah.
She might not make her money back on that.
Right. They've made a lot of points throughout the season to basically say that she's investing too much with no real promise of return,
Yeah,
and that she's investing money that she doesn't really have.
exactly.
So,
There you go.
well, we'll always have the true story of how it ended up between those two crazy kids.
True.
I can always go read it at Shibden Hall and be horrified.
Well, let's save that for another day. And let's hope that we get another season, because I really do enjoy living in this world. It's very.
Me too.
It's a fun show. It's just really well done, and
I don't want it to
I like
end
it.
until Marion is happy.
Oh yeah, I don't know if that ever happens.
I don't know.
Poor Marion. Oh man, she's a mess.
I loved when
know.
she was having that conversation about the I think it was the episode before this one, about was it about the rail or farming or the railroads or something? Maybe they were talking to the two people that had hooked up. Was it that where Marion had broke the fourth wall, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Like she looked at the camera. And
That's so good. That's so good.
it was so good.
Yeah.
Love that.
She's just such an idiot.
Yeah.
They when they were in London, they'd gone to some museum and saw this piece of art. I forget who the artist was, but Marion's like, yeah, I'm going to say Smith. I don't much care for Smith. And says, oh, really? He says nice things about you, being like, what do you know, kind of a thing. She's like, he does? We've never met. How would he say? And she goes on, she keeps referring, the conversation continues, but she's like, but I don't understand. When did he say something about me? Oh, Marion, you're so cute.
Love her.
Anyway, so let's hope for a new home for Gentleman Jack.
Yeah.
That's all.
That might happen. Might happen. I feel like shows go away and come back on other,
Well, it still hasn't
platforms
happened
all the
with
time.
Wynonna
No,
Earp.
I
But
know. It doesn't always
But
happen.
Wynonna's, that situation is more complicated because the studio doesn't know what they're doing, and they own the rights, and they're not giving up the rights. So, but BBC, I feel like, has their shit together, and if anybody can do it, it's the BBC. So we'll see.
Just hoping.
So there you go. And that's that. And one day we'll talk about Obi-Wan.
We sure will.
It
My
will
goodness.
happen. Yeah, we want to just give it more its own.
And
Space.
Hacks. We haven't even
I know, we have a
Hacks.
lot
The
to
greatness
catch
of
up on.
Hacks
We'll want to catch up.
captured my heart.
But I think that's our show.
so, how can people reach out to us?
Well, on the Twitter, it's at Snot Podcast with 1D.
Or on Instagram and Facebook at She Nerds Out Podcast.
You can send us an email at shenerdsout@gmail.com, or if you go to shenerdsout.com, it's our website. You can send us a message directly from the website. You can send us a voicemail. You can buy us a beer. You can buy some merch. Check out that merch. We got some really fun designs, and catch up on all episodes. It's really, guys, it's one-stop snopping.
Give me the snot. That's what Cat Burrell said.
That's right. That's a quote. That's a direct quote.
We need to put it on a T-shirt. Come on.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
inevitable, right?
All right. Also, did you give out the PO box?
No, I think you
Sorry,
should.
I wasn't listening. Okay.
That happens all the
If
time.
you want to send us something in the snail mail, you can send it to SNOP, PO Box 6732, Burbank, California 91510.
There it is.
There it is. Well done. Well done.
We
All
did
right,
it.
kids.
We did it.
Well, I guess we're all going to go off and do our separate things for the day. And I'll miss you. I'll miss you
Aw.
till next time.
I miss you
Saying
too.
that.
I miss you
I miss
guys
you.
already. We're doing something fun in a couple weeks.
What are we doing?
We're going to a League of Their Own.
Ooh,
That's
We're
right.
going to a screening together.
Rosie
Aw.
O'Donnell's going to be there. Who knows
right.
who else?
I think we should rewatch that movie
I think we should.
and talk about it.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a great one. We have a lot to say about that. I've got a lot to say about that for sure.
Same. It's a
We're
classic.
going to Outfest, the
We
LA LGBTQ plus film festival.
Yes, so they're premiering the show there, and Rosie, as Wendy said, Rosie O'Donnell, heard of her. She's actually in the show. She plays a bar owner, and she befriends one of the characters.
Befriends, if
on
you
the
know what I
Peaches.
mean. Probably.
And
I don't know.
she's gonna be there doing the Q&A after, so that should be a lot of fun, and we'll tell you all about it.
Whoop whoop.
All right. Well, till then, she nerds out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Oh, damn. I forgot to mention your porn reading, Cat,
That's too bad.
next
Oh,
week.
well, next time.